What is up, my BBossBaddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by title, today I am gonna be talking about 99.9% of women get turned on when you do these things. Now today, these things that I'm gonna be talking about, you guys, it's not the ordinary things that somebody would just tell you, or maybe just the girl you're talking to would tell you right away. So some of these things might just be a little surprising, but some of you freaks out there, some of you wild cats out there, some of you wild dogs, should I say, right? The cats, the kitties are for the girls, the dogs are for you guys. But some of you dogs out there, some of you guys probably already or tried these things or know about this. So hey, shout out to y'all freaks out there. Okay. With that being said, please give this video a big thumbs up. And at any part, if you guys want a part 2, let your girl know why is this here. Okay. And I have 2 other channels, links down below. And let's go ahead and get started. First thing that I have on my list, y'all ready? First thing on my list is rubbing all over that body with lotion, to be exact. But depending on the type of girl she is, it will depend. Because me, I like a little oil in there, right? It gets the stimulation and the rubbing even better. Your hands feel even better on her. But what I want to start off with saying, rubbing all over her body. First of all, you don't just obviously jump and do this. Once again, when you set the right mood, you have a better chance because now she feels the vibe. Now she's in that space. So it's almost hard for a girl to kind of run away, even if she's running away in her mind when she's in that space. So not that you guys are females, that you have to go out of the ordinary, or not out of the ordinary. You guys have to do things such as going to buy candles. You don't have to do all that. Some guys may do that, and girls are the ones that I feel like will normally love candles, So there's other things you guys can do, such as just making sure your crib is aired out, right? Making sure there's air coming in, making sure it smells good for breeze or whatever you want to spray. And if you do like candles, you can use that. But when you make everything right, it literally aligns where you can get to a point where you can start rubbing the oil. Now, the best thing that I really wanted to say to bring this point up is that it's as similar as rubbing her for a massage. So obviously, I know most of you men probably don't just want to be like, okay, come here, let me give you a massage. Or you guys probably feel like she doesn't deserve that massage, which is totally understandable. And 100%, I am not recommending you guys to actually go ahead and do that, simply because she might look at it as a form of validation. And also, you can't just be giving any girl a massage out here. She has to be a whole wife. You know what I mean? But back to what I was saying. So now that it's similar to a massage, when you have that going on, anything that comes down to relaxing the body and getting her calm down there, relax, right? If you got her in a space in her mind where she's relaxed, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna literally have this girl almost trapped. And that's the best part. Once again, let's say it again about setting the mood. In the beginning, when you set the mood, basically you have to finish strong. So when you do things such as this, rubbing her body, right, with lotion, with oils, whatever she likes, essentials type of things, right, essential oils. And so when we have all that going on, at the end, y'all got to take in, what is she feeling and what is she taking, right? So the process is the feeling, right? She enjoyed it. She loved it. It felt nice. It got her to that mood. But at the end of the day, if she got turned on and you didn't get what you wanted, which could be, I know the 1, 2, the pipes, the laying it down, you still have to remember what she took from that is that, oh, he gave me a great time. He relaxed my body. He relaxed my mind. So it's just as great as her taking that with her, for her to think about you for next time, for her to be ready next time, for her to know what you're about. And then in the moment, of course, she's just going to be loving it. Y'all got to take it as simple as like role play, y'all. When you do those things, right, you're doing things beforehand to get yourself ready. So if you do things such as this, and when I say rubbing her body, I'm talking about just all the way down and then going up. You don't gotta actually be doing all the shoulder stuff. It's more of your hands and your grips, like I've said. So when you go ahead and do all this, you're gonna get what you want at the end, most likely. But it's a patient thing. So I know, last thing I'll say about this is that some of you guys don't really wanna ever rub her, or just feel like, oh, why would I take that alternative? But I'm trying to tell you guys that sometimes you guys gotta do things that she doesn't always experience when she goes with other guys, chills with other guys, sees other guys, because these things are just reminding her of how much it could be like this, how much this feels so good, feels so nice, and how much you'll feel better if you were inside of her, right? So all the good thoughts, all the good feelings will lead up to her being turned on, and then whatever else you want afterwards. But all in all, y'all gotta remember that if it's things that you don't always think of or you don't think she might like, y'all gotta remember what the feeling is and if you would like as well. I don't know about y'all men with the whole rubbing your body. I don't really know. I'm not gonna talk about that. But what I can say about you guys is that y'all most times have a good firm hand. And if you guys don't notice, y'all hands are a little bit more stiffer than females' hands. Now, working hands, I would just assume so and say that. Like, you know, you guys work very hard. Men use their hands a lot. Oftentimes, my boyfriend, you know, soon-to-be fiance husband, he uses his hands a lot. So I would say from that. But all in all, I'm talking about when you have the oil, not only does it help your hands or the lotion, it's going ahead and helping her body. And then when I say you guys have that firm touch, that's the masculine feel that she has. So you guys get a whole good combination of different things when you're doing this for her. And it's a great experience for her. But I'm trying to remember, also you guys can enjoy it in the process. And you can add things like lifting her up, get her excited, put her in the air, get her legs out. Tell her open them legs, right? Up in the air, right? Yeah, you get me? Okay. Let me not take it too far. But I will elaborate more so on this video, on this part, I would say, but I want to leave it at this. If you guys have questions, let me know. Next thing on my list, and y'all remember, some of these things have less explaining, some have more. So this next thing has a little less, but the last thing doesn't have as much. So I got everything out with this one. Next thing is telling her what to do after everything is in place. So in place is also referring back into it when it's all in spot, when it's all right, the right mood, right vibe. But when you have it in place to tell her what to do, the first thing is she has to have some sort of interest, and this is the part where you get her. A lot of girls, although they might not, you know, like the idea of a man being controlling, and I'm not saying be controlling, but I'm just saying this happens sometimes, right? Controlling or telling her what to do, or what's another common thing that girls really just say they hate? Trying to be possessive, things like that. All those things girls say they hate it, but those are the things that, oh my gosh, they have her thing wet down there. That kitty be so turned on when they see that girl yelling, or those veins popping out when he's telling her, no, I'm not taking it, or I'm not taking that from you, right? So those exciting things is what excites her down there. So think about it like this. You don't want to really excite her too much about like what girls want to see, the whole head, and I say head as in what she's thinking in her head. You don't want to excite her based on what girls will say. Oh, go buy me flowers. He's going to excite me if he does that. Oh, surprise me with, I don't know what, roses, and surprise me with a necklace. I would love a necklace. You buy her a necklace that was like $100. Oh my gosh, only $100? You couldn't have spent more on me, right? So those type of excitement and those surprises that girls will say that could possibly turn them on or get them happy, whatever. There's other excitements out there that they say, and it does not work. With modern day women, the things that gentlemen will do and guys that will respect a woman and treat women for their value, if they have that value, those things girls don't want. Girls nowadays, y'all don't get it. They want to be treated like they are for the streets. And if they tell you otherwise, don't even listen. Because like I said, the mind is what you don't listen to. So to wrap up with this point too, because it's really simple, not much to explain with this, I'll actually say something about how to tell her what to do too, because that you got to be careful. But to wrap up is the mind is a lie. So yes, you want to, get into her mind, and women play a lot of mind games, but the mind games is all lies. That's why they're mind games, right? All these bullshit type of things going on. So the mind game is a lie. So when girls tell you that they want flowers, they want this, want a nice guy, all that stuff, it's a lie. They don't get turned on by that. And then now when we think about the kitty, you have to remember you're just trying to please the kitty. So if you do the right things, the kitty's pleased. You want the mind to obviously be right, and you want her to obviously get stimulated up here before down there. But if you are doing the right things with those hands, then you will get it all in the pants, in the pants. Y'all like that? Just joking. Okay. I was playing. Last thing on my list. Y'all ready for this? If you guys have an idea, or if you guys know what these girls will get easily turned on by and want to get turned on by, comment down below. Help your fella. Does that sound right? Help your fella. All right, last thing on my list, simple but goes a long way, and this is kissing her on the forehead. So intimate, you guys. So a lot of girls love this so much because it's actually just showing her that you appreciate her. in the simple way without doing too much. So it speaks volume because that intimate part is something that a lot of women actually appreciate. Now, not that they show you that they appreciate it. No, not that necessarily. But they do appreciate it in a sense of that's some satisfaction for a female nature. That's something that they'll be like, ooh, affection, ooh, intimacy, ooh, like it's nice. So no matter how hard of a rock she might come across, how hard of a rock she may want to be, don't listen to that. Once again, like I said, the mind lies. Don't listen to the mind. Don't listen to the things that she's saying. Those things that she's speaking is not true. So when we have the kissing on the forehead, y'all might do the most things out here and have success, but the guys, and this is how we can definitely wrap up. This is my favorite part because we don't get to talk about it. Well, I didn't get to talk about it this much in this video, but this is where they seek this. They seek this from the bad guys. I just did a video about bad traits that women love or something like that. And also the alpha guys, also the sigma guys, the guys that are basically not available, the guys that never will show affection, never will show that type of intimacy. And matter of fact, the only type of intimacy that they are trying to show is in the bedroom. Okay, so girls want that type of stuff because that's when they start feeling appreciated. So the bad guys, they seek it from them. They don't ever show those things though, the guys, right? They never will be there for the girl, or they'll never fulfill her, never validate her. All these things that the simps are doing, those bad guys or those sigmas or those alphas aren't doing. So now that we have that going on, women start seeking these things. And so when we have someone like you go ahead and kiss her on the forehead and you've been the bad guy, the alpha guy this whole time, and you do that, it comes in as a shock. But she once again appreciates it simply because you never do it. She's not used to it. And then on top of that, y'all got to remember the bad guys, that's not something that they're into. That's something that they don't show. And so they think of a masculine man. They think of a guy that's emotionally unavailable. They think of the guys that they all want, the bad guys out here, the guys that, hey, I'll smash you, but I have money and I have status, so I can smash the next girl. She doesn't care, right? The chats, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up like that. Hope you guys like this video. Y'all want a part 2? Sorry, let me know, and bye, y'all.